We welcome to the show Senator Damon Thayer. How surprised are you? I mean, we talked about this the very first day we had you back for this assembly, actually before you guys even convened, and you told me you thought medical marijuana could pass, but you didn't seem very optimistic about sports betting. How surprised are you here today, the day after the session ending, that both got passed? A quick thought on the medical marijuana passing. It was signed into law this morning by Governor Beshear after passing through the House yesterday. So when can people anticipate being able to buy medical marijuana to treat a debilitating illness or a malady of some sort? I know they're strictly defined, but how long before this would be available?
Not until 2025. That's got a longer lead time.
Why is that?
Well, because you've got 3 different types of people who have to be licensed: cultivators, dispensers, and growers, I think. Also, we wanted to wait to get the results of the study that we funded at the University of Kentucky on medical marijuana. So we could come back a year from now when there's a 60-day session and make any tweaks in the law based on the results of the survey. And we just wanted to be more contemplative about the implementation of that bill than the normal 90 days for most legislation that will become law will go into effect in July, unless it had an emergency clause, which means it takes place upon the governor's signature or a veto override, or a specific date, which in the case of medical marijuana is January 1, 2025. Mm-hmm.
Well, it'll come quicker than people realize. I mean, I understand people are anxious, especially ones that have a condition where medical marijuana might be of an assistance. But at least you can look forward to 2025 it being available. And I know there's so many other questions to get into about the process, and when we get back from vacation, maybe we can get you back on to maybe talk about some of the stuff in greater detail. But I know you need to go, Senator. I appreciate your time, Larry, as always. Thank you. Yeah.
Larry, I'm guest hosting your show on Monday.
That's right.
And
so
I'm going to open up the phone lines. I'm going to open up the phone lines. I'm going to try to have some of my fellow legislators on the show to talk about big issues: tax cuts, sports betting, medical marijuana. I'm going to try to line them up to be on the show. I'm going to open up the phone lines and take questions. So we'll use the Stuttgart Motors text line and open up the phone lines for questions. I don't have a lot of time to set up a lot of guests from around the country like I usually do when I host for you or Cruiser. So I'm going to reach out to my fellow legislators, and we're going to do a complete brain dump on the legislative session and take your questions. And I'm going to have some of the bill sponsors on the show to talk specifically about their bills, because they're the subject matter experts. So we'll really do a deep dive.
Well, I know our listeners will look forward to it, and I'll catch it on the podcast page. It'll be up sometime Monday if I don't get the chance to listen to it live. But listen, Senator, I really appreciate all your time over the course of this session, and I know we'll catch up and we'll have a conversation in the not too distant future, talk about some of this stuff as well. But thanks for your time this winter and this spring. Appreciative of it. I know our listeners are as well, and we'll catch up soon.
I love being on your show, and look forward to being on when you get back from your vacation.
Yep, and you're going to be hosting on Monday beginning at noon, so I know our listeners look forward to that. That's Senator Damon Thayer. Yep. Thank you, Senator. Appreciate it.